Sa isang matapang na pagsisiwalat, inilabas ni General Bacay ang umano'y mga kabalbalan ni Franz Castro kasamang ilang matataas na opisyal ng pamahalaan. Ayon kay General Bacay, may matibay na ebidensyang magpapatunay sa mga ilegal na gawain ni Castro na kasabat umano ng ilang matataas na opisyal. Ang mga impormasyon ay nagmula sa mahabang panahon ng imbestigasyon at mga testimonya ng ilang mga saksi. Binanggit ni General Bacay na ang mga aktibidad na ito ay nagdudulot ng malaking pinsala sa integridad ng gobyerno at sa tiwala ng publiko. Kasama sa mga aligasyon ang pangihikil, korupsyon at pagsasabwatan para sa pansariling kapakinabangan. Ipinaabot ni General Bacay sa media ang ilan sa mga dokumentong nagpapatunay sa mga paratang na ito na nagsasabing walang sinisino ang kanilang imbestigasyon maging sino pa man ang mga sangkot. Sa kabilang banda, maring pinabulaanan ni Franz Castro ang mga paratang at sinabing ito ay isang hakbang lamang upang sirain ang kanyang reputasyon at pigilan ang kanyang mga advokasya. Ayon kay Castro, walang katotohanan ang mga akusasyon at siya ay handang harapin ang anumang imbestigasyon upang linisin ang kanyang pangalan. Patuloy na nagbabantay ang publiko sa susunod na kaganapan habang hinihintay ang formal na pagsisiyasat ng mga otoridad sa isyong ito. At yan nga ang balitang ating pagkakatutukan. Ngunit bago ang lahat, siguraduhin mag-subscribe at hit ang notification bell para sa patuloy na pagtutok sa mga sulyap ng bagong balita sa tunay na boses ng masa.
Is a sinasabi nyo legal police operation. So may namatay, may suspect o suspect na namatay. So therefore, nagkaroon po ba ng investigation or inquest? Colonel.
The incident, Your Honor, hinder us to conduct inquest proceedings because the wounded suspects were immediately brought to the nearest hospital to save their lives.
Well,
Kasi,
yung ganyan po, consequences na lang yan. Kasi talagang, syempre, isi-save nyo yung lives. Pero, nagkaroon po ba ng inquest? O nagkaroon po ba ng investigation doon sa patayan na yon? Whether nag-survive o hindi, o yun nga, namatay na nga po yung apat, may isang nag-survive. So, ang tanong ko po, nagkaroon ba ng inquest? Anong ginawa ng pulis ninyo nung panahon na yon? Kasi alam nyo to, legitimate police operation ito. Alam nyo. Okay? O meron pa nga kayong dadalhin sa ospital pero namatay. So, ang tanong ko po, nagkaroon ba ng inquest during that time?
inquest, Your Honor, is conducted when there is still a presence of the suspects. However, in this particular incident, the wounded suspects, were immediately brought to the nearest hospital, so there was no inquest, Your Honor.
Whether it is namatay during the encounter dun sa place na yon or dead on arrival sa hospital, dapat merong inquest. Pero sinabi mo kanina, Sir Chair, binago na yata ng pulis itong section 15.4 on inquest proceedings necessary when the suspect dies. So, tanungin ko si Colonel Bacay. So, binago niyo po ba itong manual na ito? Itong particular na ito na provision sa manual niyo po?
We recalled that particular provision of our manual because it caused confusion, Madam Chair, insofar as the term inquest is concerned and subject matter of your questions to Colonel Patay. Inquest, Madam Chair, is one of the two modes of filing of a case for police officers. One is direct filing. Inquest is when there is the commission of a crime in flagrante and the offender is arrested or in custody of the police, from which a case will be filed. Madam Chair, I would like to ask from you,
Mr. Chair
when
po,
you state
Mr. Chair.
of... May I just finish?
Okay, continue po. Mr. Chair
Yes,
po, si Mr. 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 Chair.
Yes, Mr. Chair. So in that case, Mr. Chair, the inquest proceedings will proceed it is in substitute to preliminary investigation in filing of cases before the prosecutor's office. The other one's direct filing. That is when certain period have lapsed, the reglementary period to make a lawful arrest has lapsed, then it's direct filing. We just file directly the case, wait for a warrant of arrest, upon which we may arrest the suspect. But in inquest, in flagrante, the suspect is in custody. So, Mr. Chair, may I ask which inquest, the term inquest you are referring to? Does it mean that in that particular incident of a suspect being killed by the police officers, which of course subject matter of our proceeding, we will file by way of inquest cases against the police officers, Mr. Chair? Is that what I'm getting in this line of questioning? Mr.
Yes,
Chair?
yun po yung pinag-uusapan natin. Kasi, di ba, during police operation, may nanlaban, mananlaban ang suspect. Napatay yung suspect. So, ang suspect na ngayon, dahil may nanlaban, naturally, yung police ang nakabaril. Di ba? So, may krimen na rin na nangyari doon sa atin. Kagaya ng sinabi ni Atty. Crissy, dalawa yung krimen, di ba? Yung suspect ninyo na pinaghihinalaan na may krimen at saka ito na may pinatay. So, yun po yung tinatanong natin. Kasi sa mga report po, wala pong less po yung nakita natin na merong nag-imbestiga po sa mga pulis. At kung merong nag-imbestiga, yung sinasabi niyong direct filing or investigation, IAS, kayo din yon. Pulis ang involved. Kayo din yung kayo din ang mag-iimbestiga. That's unfair. Paano natin makikita yung fairness doon? Dapat merong prosecutor prosecutor na mag-i-invest, hindi yung IAS. Di po ba?
Yes.
So, ang tanong ko, pinalitan niyo na po ba itong nasa manual ninyo about the inquest pag may suspect na namamatay? Pinalitan niyo po.
Yes, Mr. Chair, we already have a clarification from Prosecutor General Malcontento in this regard with that particular provision of our manual because of the misunderstanding as
So
to
ano yung nilagay niyo na, yung pinapaliwanag niyo po kanina?
Yes,
So can you provide us with the updated manual po nung PNP as regard to this po?
Yes, Madam Chair, we have we received the clarification from, as I've said, Prosecutor General Malcontento as of 18 February 2021. It states here what the inquest proceeding we are referring to is really about. I can send this to you, Madam Chair. But let me just also state, in fairness to the, I don't know if it's even fair for the PNP, Madam Chair, Mr. Chair, we also suffered 61 PNP deaths as a result of these police operations. With due respect to the lady lawyer, it seems that it was generalized that these police operations are really all nanlaban, as if it was meant as an operation to kill. It is not, Mr. Chair. There are legitimate police operations in all of these instances, except, of course, I believe there are 52 cases determined by the IAS. It was the Internal Affairs Service who sent the 52 cases for study to the Department of Justice for the filing of possible cases, criminal cases, Mr. Chair. But insofar as the PNP is concerned in the Internal Affairs Service, all 6,214 cases of deaths in police operations under their mandate, these have been subjected to administrative investigation, Madam Chair, Mr. Chair, and of course the IAS representative is here. He can update us on what the result of these investigations were. But that is only limited to the administrative liability of the police officers. With respect to the criminal cases, Mr. Chair, it's with the Department of Justice. I'd like to manifest that. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Chair. Ito kasi kanina, nalilito kasi ako doon, parang nakakalito kasi yung mga sagot ni Colonel Patay about doon sa inquest. Ang tanong ko kasi kanina kung nagkaroon ng inquest kasi 'di ba sa manual ninyo pag nagkaroon po ng ng encounter between the police and the suspect ay ay dapat nagkakaroon ng inquest at naiimbestigahan po. Kasi may namatay no? Sino yung nakabaril, sino yung nakapatay. Okay? So, nandiyan po yan sa manual nyo before, di ba? Kaya, yun po yung tinatanong ko kanina, kung merong nakapag-inquest po doon sa time na yon. So, naipasa nyo po ba doon sa inquest prosecutor itong binabanggit po nating kaso, Colonel Patay?
Your Honor, I have already answered the question, but can I request the assistance of the counselor,
Hindi,
Mr.
ang
Chairman?
sinabi mo kasi, dinala sa ospital. So yun po yung sinabi mo, hindi mo ako sinasagot, Mr. Chair. Hindi po ako sinasagot ni Colonel Patay.
On that particular incident on Payatas, I answered Your Honor that it was not inquested because all the wounded suspects were brought to the nearest hospital because there was still a sign of life after the armed confrontation. So there was
ano
no,
na po ang mag-a-apply doon? So kung nadala nyo pa po sila yung 4 sa ospital o namatay na sa ospital o dead on arrival, ano na, 'di ba dapat imbestigahan nyo rin yung mga pulis na nakabaril? Or na-inquest? O ano po ba ang procedure ninyo, Mr. Chair?
procedure, Your Honor, the SOCO will conduct the investigation. We secure the area. The SOCO will conduct the investigation and submit all the necessary reports. That's the procedure after armed confrontation po, Your Honor.
Okay, so tanong ko si Attorney Chrissy na tungkol doon sa kasi marami kayong mga anong mga kaso no, yung mga dead on arrival.
Mga kaso, meron siya nabakit na armed confrontation. Ano ibig sabihin ng armed confrontation? Nanlaban sila?
Yes, Your Honor. There was a encounter, Your Honor.
And you can really be sure that nanlaban sila?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, baka dapat pa-submit natin, Mr. Chair, no, yung may baril na na-confiscate nyo ba yung baril? Kung nanlaban po yung mga suspect, may baril din sila, di ba? Hindi lang yung pulis yung may baril kasi wala namang encounter kung walang parehong baril. So have you confiscated po yung baril? Nakita niyo po ba yung baril at nasaan na po yun?
Yes, Your Honor. It were recovered at the crime scene and as a matter of standard operating procedure, it will be submitted to the crime lab, Your Honor.
Okay, mamaya Mr. Chair, no, papa-submit natin mamaya no from the PNP yung mga baril na nagamit doon sa panlalaban, including yung mga serial number po, no, yung nasubmit po sa inyo na nakuha ng mga police during police operation po. Meron po ba kayong ganun?
Madam Chair, this will be part of the report that is being asked of QCPD as requested by Congressman.
Congressman Caraps. Okay,
Yes,
Paduano.
isama na lang po yun. Kasama na rin po kasi sa report as to the firearms, serial numbers, and all the data therein, Madam Chair. Kasama na po.
General Bakay, can you kindly secure those documents that that happened during the time of incumbency of Colonel Patay in Station 6?
Yes, Mr. Chair, we'll include that in our reports that we will submit to this committee. Mr.
Yun,
Chair.
Congresswoman Francis, did that suffice your
Yes,
Your query?
including Mr. Chair, yung number of operations, yung mga police operations during that time, including also sino ba yung mga police during those operations. So kailangan nating malaman yun, Mr. Chair. Siyempre, para makita po natin kung talagang totoong nagkaroon ng inquest. Kasi, kaya nga Mr. Chair, nagkaroon ang Makabayan Coalition, block ng House Resolution para imbestigahan nga itong kawalan ng mga inquest doon sa mga incident ng namatay. So, anyone po na napatay during the encounter, dapat merong inquest. Okay? So, yun po yung hinahanap natin, Mr. Chair. So, kailan po yun mapaprocess o kailan po maisasubmit ng PNP, Mr. Chair?
Madam Chair, since we will be researching on this, suffice it to say, maybe next week, Madam Chair, if you give us lead time, since this is, as you said, more than 100 case, and we have to look back at the case folders of these particular cases, Madam Chair.
Well, nakalagay po dun sa ano nyo nakalagay doon sa manual ninyo po. So kapag ang suspect ay namatay during police operation, police ang nakabaril, dapat na-inquest po yun. Di ba? Dapat ganun po sa operation ninyo.
We are not sure that they were dead, Your Honor, because we cannot declare that they are dead, and we presume that they are still alive, and we intend to brought these wanted suspects to the nearest hospital, Your Honor.
Well,
Because we are pro-life,
ang
Your Honor.
dinidescribe po dito, no, yung police operation ninyo, yes, katulad na sinasabi ni Attorney Gutierrez kanina, so nandoon sila, may dumating na mga, na mga armed men. Kayo na nga ang nagsabi na alam nyo itong nangyari na ito at legitimate police operation. Kayo na ang nagsabi. So, ang tanong ko lang po ay kung may nangyaring inquest, kasi it's your duty. Duty po ng police ang magpa-imbestiga o maimbestigahan. Kung ang nakabaril po ay mga pulis ninyo, dapat maimbestigahan po ito.
Your Honor, during the investigation, after the officers ensured that there was no danger anymore, and they found out that there was still a sign of life of the suspects, their first action was to brought the wanted suspects, to the nearest hospital, Your Honor, for possibly save their lives. That's why there was no.
So, syempre po, nagsisimpatize po tayo sa lahat ng mga namatayan, whether pangkaraniwang mamamayan natin o yung police during the operation. So imbestigahan naman itong 61 na to at nagkaroon na po ng pero ito po more than 6,000 po ito na pinag-uusapan natin. So tayo po lahat kami nagsisimpatize na merong nangyayaring ganyan. Talaga namang may mangyayaring ganyan kung talagang may mga encounter po, no? At yun, ay Attorney Gilbert, nanlaban po ba? Nagkaroon po ba ng encounter? Kasi sinasabi ni Colonel Patay na nagkaroon ng encounter dun sa kaso ni Mr. Murillo, no, dun sa nangyari dun. Nagkaroon po ba ng encounter or may baril ba sila?
None at all, Your Honor, because in fact, that version of the PNP was actually debunked by the court itself in the Metropolitan Trial Court decision last March 2023, Your Honor. In fact, that's the very reason, Your Honor, that in fact Efren was acquitted, Your Honor.
Okay, Mr. Chair, no, parang hindi alam ni Colonel Patay na ito ay hindi nanlaban case, no? Kasi nagkaroon na ng decision tungkol diyan. So, yun lang po, Mr. Chair, doon po sa sinasabi natin dito. 52 pa lang yung naiimbestigahan, merong more than 400 po sa NBI, more than 6,000. So nakikita natin dito yung impunity, no, yung talagang kawalan talaga ng hustisya, no, nagpapatuloy yung kawalan ng hustisya na hanggang ngayon ay hindi pa po natin talaga nakikita. Ito at least man lang itong 6,000 na ito kung na-inquest ito, naiimbestigahan ito, di ba? So yun po yung problema natin, Mr. Chair. Kaya talagang na-conclude ko po na talagang meron po talagang impunity, no, dito sa nangyayari na sa EJK tsaka yung war on drugs ni President Duterte that time. Tanong ko ulit si Colonel Patay. So, na-promote po ba kayo Colonel after po nung ng stay ninyo sa Batasan as station commander?
Wala po, kagad, Your Honor.
Hindi kayo na-promote?
Hindi po, Your Honor.
Hindi kayo na...
Diyan, I was promoted
Nasaan na kayo ngayon?
sa Pro 11 po, Your Honor.
Sa?
Pro 11, Davao po, Your Honor.
Bumalik ka sa Davao.
Yes, Your Honor.
So during that time, during the war on drugs, dinala kayo dito sa Station 6. Sino ang nag-assign sa inyo sa Station 6 ng Batasan?
Camp Crame po, Your Honor.
Camp Crame. So
Yes,
sino
Your
po yung nakapirma doon sa pagpunta ninyo sa Batasan, sino po ang nakapirma at nag-assign sa inyo?
It was issued by the Directorate for Personnel, Your Honor.
Alam niyo yung pangalan?
I cannot remember the director at that time, Your Honor.
Okay. Pwede bang malaman sa PNP ngayon, sino yung assigned ng Directorate for PNP during that time? Mr. Colonel Patay, so ano pong eksaktong date were you designate here in Batasan? Were you designated here in Batasan? July 2016 up to Para makuha
September
po.
23, 2017, Your Honor.
July 2016.
July 8, 2016
Okay.
to September 23, 2017, Your Honor.
Okay, pwede pong makuha yung pangalan nung sinasabi niyang nag-assign sa kanila doon through from the Krame.
Madam Chair, please allow us time to look for it. That's way back in 2016. Just to
Okay.
be sure about it.
So hindi niyo po talaga kilala? Hindi niyo po kilala yung nag-assign sa inyo? Pero time ito ni Bato.
Yes,
Time
Your
ito ni
Honor.
Senator ni former Chief Bato.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, so bakit kaya kayo inassign from Davao? Pupunta kayo dito sa Batasan. Ano po kaya ang dahilan? Dahil meron kayong mga special skills.
No, Your Honor.
Okay, so makikita natin yan kasi sa time po ninyo kasi kahit na less than a year po ito, daming patayan more than so sa nakita po natin na record po dito So, more than 100, yung mga napatay during your time lang. During the time, Colonel Patay, so meron po ba kayong report noong tungkol doon sa mga police report kaugnay doon sa mga napatay doon sa war on drugs during your time po?
All our operations and activities were properly reported, Your Honor.
Yeah, so meron po kayong meron po kayong record?
Personally, Your Honor, I don't keep records. It were all left at the office, Your Honor.
Sa Batasan.
Yes, Your Honor.
So sa Batasan yung report during the time na mga napatay related to drugs nandoon po sa Station 6 Batasan. So papaano po namin yan, papakuha po namin yung lahat ng reports kasi more than 100 ito kung talagang meron kayong report Mr. Chair. Totoo ba, may report ba talaga kayo o wala?
Meron po, Your Honor.
Okay, ito Mr. Chair. Ay, nawala si Mr. Chair. So, Mr. Chair, we would like to ask yung Station 6 sa ngayon na kukuhanin yung report about the killings or police report noong July 8, 2016 to September 23, 2017. Yeah. Comsec, have you, yung mga police report. So, ilang inquest po ang nangyari? Alam mo, ito sa more than 100 plus, more than 100 na mga nangyari pong killings dito sa Quezon City. So, ilan po yung na-inquest?
I cannot give the exact numbers of the inquest, Your Honor.
Pero nag-inquest.
There
Pero
were
nagkaroon ng
cases filed before the prosecution office, Your Honor. There were a lot of cases, drug-related cases and other cases, Your Honor, in violation of the law.
Okay. So, doon lang po sa sa ina-handle nyo po, yung sinasabi ninyong nag-inquest, kung totoong nagkaroon po ng inquest at mga police report. So, saan po ito pinasang prosecutor? Alam din po ninyo kung saan-saan.
Specifically, I cannot identify, Your Honor, but it was in the jurisdiction of Quezon City, Your Honor.
In the
Jurisdiction of Quezon City.
jurisdiction of Quezon City.
Yes, Your Honor.
So, pag meron pong nangyaring namatay, yung suspect, drug suspect, napatay po during the operation. Di ba nakalagay sa manual ninyo na dapat magko-conduct ng inquest. So, sa lahat po ba ng operations na nangyari during your time, lahat po nagkaroon ng inquest? Ang prosecutor, kasi nakalagay yan sa ano po nyo, no? Nakalagay yan, Mr. Chair, doon sa manual. Nakalagay po dito. In fact, kami po ay nag-ano rin ng resolution, ang Makabayan, ano, na maimbestigahan din ito, kasi mukhang doon sa mga interpellation natin, Mr. Chair, more than 6,000 yan, walang ano, no, walang sinasabing nag-inquest or nagkaroon ng inquest, or kung meron man ay limited. Nakalagay kasi dito sa manual, Mr. Chair, di ba, sa Chapter 3, Rule 15.4 of the Revised Philippine PNP Operational Procedures Manual 15.4, inquest proceeding necessary when the suspect dies. Kasi di ba sabi nyo, maraming mga nanlaban, maraming mga namatay. So nakalagay dito, in cases of armed confrontation, okay, wherein the suspect dies, the team leader of the operating unit shall submit the incident for inquest before the duty inquest prosecutor prior to the removal of the body from the scene, except in the areas where there is no inquest prosecutors, in which case the Territorial Police Unit can proceed with the investigation. Okay, so malinaw po dito, no? Doon po sa 6,000, more than 6,000 po, no? Wala pong ma-submit sa atin, Mr. Chair, about the inquest, no? Kung nagkaroon man ng inquest. So ito nga lang, mag-focus tayo dito sa batasan, sa dami kasi nang namatay, Mr. Chair. Kasi for sure, sa bawat namatay dito sa Quezon City o elsewhere na malapit sa Quezon City, Mr. Chair, ay merong mga inquest prosecutor na dapat, kasi ito yung procedure ninyo, no? So, tinatanong natin, Mr. Chair, na kay Colonel Patay, itong mga, sa operation ninyo during the war on drugs, na more than 100 po ang namatay, so, sure po kayo nakapag-inquest or dinala nyo po yung case doon sa prosecutor? Nakapag-imbestiga po
For
ba
the
kayo?
inquest, Your Honor, after armed confrontation, we brought immediately the wounded suspects to the nearest hospital for the purpose of saving lives. And true enough, there were some lives of the wounded suspects were saved. So, yun po, Your Honor, ang nangyari.
Well, hindi po yun yung tinatanong ko. Ang tinatanong ko po yung inquest. Sa more than 100 po sa inyong responsibility, ilan po yung na-inquest?
I cannot give the numbers, exact numbers, Your Honor.
So, Mr. Chair, ano si Mr. Chair? Sino bang chairman? Chairman,
Go ahead.
mukhang hindi nagko-cooperate si Colonel Patay.
Hindi nakiki?
Nagko-cooperate. Hindi siya nagsumasagot sa tanong. So pwede pa nating, Mr. Chair, sa susunod na pagpunta niya rito, no, yung mga tanong ko about doon sa operations nila mula July 8, 20.
Magandang balita ang hatid namin sa inyo ngayong araw. Sa pagtatapos ng aming balitaan, nagbigay kami ng mga mahalagang impormasyon. Maraming salamat sa pagtutok at pagsuporta sa aming programa. Huwag kalimutang manatili sa mga susunod na araw para sa mga bagong balita at mga kwento na dapat nating abangan. Mula sa Boses ng Masa, magandang araw, Pilipinas!